Recently been brought to my attention that one of my old favorite games, RuneScape, has actually gone mobile. I haven't played this game in years and I'm really looking forward to giving it a shot. I'm hoping that it holds up on mobile as it did when I was a kid and to my memory. So as you can see here, I've gotten logged in and I'm setting up a display name which is going to be Dyson Gameplay. I know I'm missing the Y, but it's got a 12 character maximum, so we got it as close as we could. Now let's see how this game holds up. Okay, so very similar to what I remember, it's going to ask us to go ahead and set up our character. You can see all these different hair designs. And character creation can actually take quite a little bit, so rather than make you sit here while I decide on all my personal preferences, we're going to go ahead and come back once I've created the character. I'll show you the completed version. Alright, and after a little bit of finagling, we've gone ahead and we've got a character that looks decent to my eye. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I can zoom in, I can zoom out. I'm assuming that zoomed out's a little better. Talk to him, tap here to continue. That is true. It's not true for mobile, but I have played recently, or not recently, but previously, so we'll say that that counts. So it looks like he's going to walk us through everything here. Now you do have to get pretty close to touching where he's telling you to touch. Okay. So we can go outside now. Here's our first instructor. So this is exactly like the old school RuneScape that I used to play. So just to give you an idea of what it's like, this is basically the tutorial. And I believe I heard that at one point they made it so that the tutorial didn't actually exist in the normal game itself, but or maybe it's not that it didn't exist, but they made it into a quest that didn't exist at one point. And we're just gonna fish a couple of times here. Although if I remember correctly, yeah, cooking is at 0, fishing is at 40 out of 83, so we're going to watch that go up here in a second once I catch another fish. So now it's at 10. So we're going to do this a couple of times and go ahead and get the fishing level up. And it looks like 3 more times ought to do it. And then we're going to go talk to the instructor, and we're going to go ahead and cut down some wood, light a fire, and we're going to cook it. And then click there, and you can see the fishing experience is now at 90, next level is at 174, and it's 2. And it took that many fish to get there. Although it's not really fish, it's shrimp, but you know, we're not going to be that picky about it. Now that we've got the shrimp, we need to receive further instructions. So now we're going to go cut a tree, and the wood cutting is going to be down here. And it took all that time to get one single log, but it got us 25 instead of the 10. So we're going to do it again. Now this game actually is really immersive, and it gets quite addicting. I remember being a kid and spending hours and hours playing this game, and feeling like you never got anywhere, but really you get pretty far, and it's pretty immersive, and you learn that certain things that you wouldn't think are normally fun, like cutting down trees and mining. Let's see, let's go ahead and start a fire, because it's not letting us cut down any trees. But anyways, as I was saying, you learn that certain things that you didn't expect to be fun originally are actually quite immersive. And there was an option in the online version to go ahead and cook all, and perhaps there is a way to do it here on the phone version, but I just tried pulling up the menu and it didn't seem to be working, so we're instead just going to cook them one at a time. No huge loss. And looks like our cooking level's gone up. And you can see not all of them have actually cooked perfectly. Some of them have instead been burned. And I don't feel any need to keep all these logs, so we're going to go ahead and burn through them all. And let's look at our stats. So I've got 2 fire making, 2 wood cutting, 3 cooking, 2 fishing. We're not looking too bad. So it looks like we're done with her. Let's actually, before we go on any further, let us drop our burnt fish. Click on the gate and move on. So now we'll talk to our master chef, and he's going to teach us some things about cooking. Beyond, frying fish on a fire. So, we're going to combine those to make dough. And we're going to cook dough on the range. And we're going to see beautiful bread get made. And then we move on. And you can see the little map and the arrow over there. It tells you where to go, and you can just click on that to move forward. Which is just like in the computer version. So really this is carrying over pretty well. The graphics look decent. It's basically functioning the same. It's just a little harder to navigate it because I'm not using a mouse and a computer screen, but am instead using my fingers on a touchscreen. That's to be expected. I didn't expect it to be quite as easy. Now we're going to learn about quests. And it looked like our video is starting to get a little bit long, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here in a couple of minutes. But I do want to go ahead and show you what I can. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making bronze ore. So to do that, we need to mine us some tin, and we need to mine us some copper. Now I can't remember from when I used to play it. It was either 2 tin and 1 copper, or 2 copper and 1 tin. So to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and mine 2 of each. That way I know I have the correct amounts. And now that that's done, we're going to come over here and smelt it. Oh, I guess it's 1 and 1. Truly, I thought it was 2 and 1. I don't know why I believed that, but... So now we'll go over to the anvil. And we'll get us some daggers made. Now that that's done, we can walk over here, and I think this is where I'm going to end this video. It's given us about halfway through the tutorial, and on the next video we'll go ahead and we'll complete the tutorial and get out into the real world. Thank you for watching this video and for joining me for gaming on Dice and Gameplay. I hope you have an excellent day.